Hello, how we doing out there? I'm Servant. I'm Pisces. Just want to give everybody a hoo-yah. Hope you're not too worried about everybody saying this and everybody saying that about war and the other people across the ocean hating us and all these things. Understand this. Just put yourself in the state of mind that the Father has got you. Okay? Don't back up from that. The Father has you. He's got your path picked out. Makes no difference what hits the ground. Okay? You understand that you're a child of God. He loves you more than anything. He laid your life path out in front of you. Natural law, natural life. Okay? All is good. Makes no difference how bad it gets. You're prepared. Understand that you have things around the house that you can prepare with. So just don't get too hyped. These things that are triggering everybody to jump and do this and do that. Listen, if they send a nuke right here to my house, okay, I know where I'm going to be 1 second later, okay? So understand that Jesus in your heart, God right up there, waiting on you to arrive, and his remnants going around the earth, okay? So be as nice and kind to everybody as you can possibly be. Help somebody. Do the right thing. Talk to somebody. If they're worried about this, that, just tell them, hey, God's got this. And he does. It's his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay? So don't worry about it. Things are going to come against you. Got to remember, you got the body of armor from God on. Okay? No weapon forged against you shall prosper. Because guess what? You know why it won't prosper here on earth? Because he deemed that. Okay? And guess what? No weapon forged against you because you're not going to hell. You're going straight up. Okay? So I'm just telling you, no matter how bad it gets, you're always in a good situation. No matter what. So just whenever you get a problem, just turn and just say, Jesus, I need you. And guess what? He's right there. Johnny on the spot. All these things that are going on, you know, I said it, one time before about Putin, Zelensky, Korea, all these people out here that are trying to do what they're trying to do. Uh, there's no competition, okay, without charity. Yeah, you're gonna have to get your people together and figure that one out. Okay, that's from God to you guys. I would listen because if not, you're gonna get your head stuck in that that grinding cycle, and you know what? You won't even be able to start a war till you figure that out. So understand that everybody's got a price to pay. So anyhow, I'll get off the kick. But anyways, what I'm telling you, don't worry about it. God's got you. You know, can of corn, green beans, whatever it may be. But just understand that God has you no matter what direction goes, no matter what happens, no matter what you have to do. He's got you. Okay? So yesterday I was talking about mingling of the people. And the point of people going around for 40 years like a blowfly in a wildebeest. Starts the circle, a lot of people die out, die off, die off, die off. Well, understand this. The point of mingling of the people, the point that come down from different bloodlines in different areas. Each one of your bloodlines were royalty. The point of the Ashtaroth, Lilith, Baal, plumb back to Tammuz. Understand that the principality at that time, there was no there was no being pushed against like you are today. Back then, it was work, always work. No matter what you had to do, you was working all the time pretty well. If you wasn't, then you was causing problems. So the sin that was coming around, sneaking around here, sneaking around there, everybody encompassing sin, adultery, whatever it may be. You got to understand that those people had a choice. Okay, they had a choice to make, from the bull to the Ten Commandments. Okay, and they kept traveling around for so long till they finally got it in their head. 40 years later, that I'm supposed to be with God. All it is with God. No matter how much Moses said this, Moses said that, no matter how much that he tried to tell them, they were still in sin until God got it through the thick head after a bunch of them died off. You can live off manna if you want to. You can do this, you can do that. But you're not going to the promised land till this happens. Well, I'm going to read the first part of Exodus. The Israelites leave Egypt. And the context of which, to understand that the way things are today and the way things were back then, you got to understand that all it is just moved right here, right now. The situation that you're living in and being pushed by principalities. A lot of people say, well, you're saying against this, you're saying against. I'm saying against nothing. I'm just saying what the truth of the word is. That's all I'm saying. You people are your own planets. The people don't want you woke up. They don't. And the reason why is because you're the cash cow. You're the moo. So if they can keep you pushed down and keep you in this cycle and keep you going through these cycles, you're just going to be the cash cow from now on. I ain't being self-sufficient. You're your own planet. You make your own energy. Okay? Little happiness. You can fill yourself up for a little bit. Timeline. Now you're looking down. Now you're making test pace moves. Then you get a little happier about what yourself and you got your courage up and you jump another timeline. A little more energy. Then you're looking out into space and you're looking for the actual real truth of everything that's going on around you. It's not right. And you'll see it. It'll come. So will Jesus. He'll be here in a minute. Okay, the Israelites leave Egypt, and the children of Israel journeyed from Ramasa to Sukkot, about 600,000 on foot. They were men beside children, and mixed multitude went up, and also with them and flocks and herds and very much cattle. And they baked unleavened cakes, and the dough which they brought from out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt, and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victuals. Now the sojourn of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the same day, it came to pass that all the hosts of the Lord, the Most High, righteous and loved, went out from the land of Egypt. It is a night to be much observed unto the Lord, the Most High, righteous and loved, for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is the night of the Lord, the Most High, righteous and loved, to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generation. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof, but every manservant that is bought for money, when they hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth aught of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall you break a bone thereof. All the congregation of Israel shall keep. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, the Most High, righteous in love, let all his males be circumcised. And then let him come near and keep it, and he shall be as one. This is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall be to him, the homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourned among you. Thus did the children of Israel, as the Lord, the Most High, righteous in love, command Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass the selfsame, the day that the Lord, the Most High, righteous in love, did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. So, understanding that whenever they call it mixed race, okay, it's a lot of people. A lot of people. The unleavened bread, they didn't have yeast or anything like that. And the point of later on down the road, well, it was actually back then, but each one of them had a royal bloodline. The reason why he didn't mix is because each one of them had a certain knowledge to their own people, okay? And then whenever they got it in their head to make the bull, the golden bull, that was Satan, Baal, Histara, all of them was involved. The point of getting the people turned from what Moses was speaking. Well, at that time, you can imagine that things were happening. Adultery, fornication, stealing, riots, people doing the wrong thing. Well, understand that they moved all that forward. Okay, moved it all forward to now. You take a look back when Trump and them and Biden had that election. You can see riots, stuff in the street that was going on. Don't get me wrong. I'm not judging either side at this point. I don't care. It's just something that happened. But understanding how it happened makes a lot of difference to you. The point that it wasn't a racism thing. It was the point that somebody could use racism and could use money and power to abrogate that, to make sure that it happened. As long as you got to understand, as long as these people can keep you stirred up, rioting, whatever you're doing, that's not from the community, okay? That's not from the heart. You're doing things outside the box, getting paid for it. Look here, that's an infamia. That's something that's against God. And you don't really know it. Oh, I'm going to take the money. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go understand that that's a boomerang to keep you in a cycle to where it hurts you. Not the guy that paid you. Not the building you tore down. Not the stuff that was tore up. You showed up, and guess what? You got the judgment off of it. It has nothing to do about what Biden was doing or Trump doing. You got to understand that it was Satan that come in there and convinced you by mammon, by the money, and to take it over and act in these different venues to say, oh, well, we're doing something so great, so fine. Well, guess what? You was doing it to yourself. You wasn't doing it to the owners of this or owners of that. Sure, insurance is going to pay for that, but it can't pay for what you got to go through, okay? How are you going to make your way back? Okay, now you got to make your way back to God because you accepted the bribe, okay? Understand, when you accepted, that's contract. All contracts are final. The good contract, the bad contract, okay? Same way as the decree. It was supposed to be a good deal. But guess what? It will end up being a bad deal because it moved itself forward, same way as it did today. Last time, to understand what you're in and what you're going to. But what you're understanding is that I got money, I can go down and raise a little bit of cane, I can do this, I can do that. You know what? Anybody can do it. But the understanding of your bloodline, you are royalty, okay? You just didn't understand that you're royalty because if they can pay you to keep yourself stuck in a cycle, okay? Sure, why not? I mean, if it cost $1 trillion, it was worth it to them because guess what? You're no worry anymore. You're not in a higher power. You're not climbing a timeline. You're not being in your own way of life. You're your own planet, okay? You just don't really understand that how everything moves forward from way back when. They kept you stuck in a timeline, stuck in a situation which is a cycle of you doing bad, okay? Well, guess what? That's judgment. You still got to carry that judgment. And look here, as much judgment as you put on yourself, that you walk every day and you do it, the way you say things by your tongue, look, your car's broke down, you have to walk to work, you have to find somebody to babysit, you have to pay some bills that you don't have the money to pay. Look, that's because of all those steps that you made in the wrong direction and in the wrong way. Understand that everything that you do is not to your higher power. Everything that's in your higher power, doing the right thing, telling the truth, above all. And then, then you see your steps in front of you so clearly. You start walking this way and you start being a good person. You start doing these things. And as it's going along, in God's law, in natural law, you start building gifts and blessings right in front of you. And you spill 2 cups in front of you. Oh, well, guess what? I got enough gifts and blessings. I can turn right around. I got another 1,000 cups behind me. Okay? That's how this works. It's not so much as, it's not hard. It's really not. It's just being a good person and doing the right thing. Is it hard? If you get in a hole, it's hard to come out of the hole. You have to go through the cycle. There's no way to get out of it because it's judgment. You have to show the Father that your heart is in it. Jesus on your tongue every 10 minutes, every second, Father, Father, help me, help me, help me, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Look, you keep saying enough and maybe he'll wipe some of that judgment off of you and let you get a little breather. But understand that, God has his will on earth as it is in heaven. Okay? Your name is wrote in the book of life. Okay? Your path is already set. You get ready to change the set. This job no longer serves me, Father. I'm looking for something better. Well, guess what? As soon as you turn to better yourself, he's going to be right there with you. Okay? That's how this works. All you have to do is just keep walking forward. Keep going. Take your time. Take your brain and use the brain power that he gave you. Because as soon as you start jumping timelines and catching energy, you catch a couple of timelines and energy, you're going to be completely hard to stop. You will be. Because you're going to be thinking in computer phase. Okay? You're going to be thinking, I need to do this, simple enough. Do this, simple enough. Just affirmation after affirmation. Whatever you think at that point will start manifesting in front of you. You will be a force to be reckoned with. I know I am. I believe in the faith of God. I've seen his hand. I wouldn't be talking to you today if I didn't. Okay? I might be over pushing iron job somewhere or doing this or doing that, run the crane or doing millwright work. But this is what I'm doing because this is what I'm shot up with. And I'm happy for it. And I'm happy with it. But I want you to realize that every good thing that you do is just putting blessings and gifts in front of you. Okay? And you'll jump an energy timeline because you'll feel happier. You keep feeling happier and you keep feeling happier. Look, guys, when I told you, using drugs, alcohol, whatever it is, at this point in time, you want to change that. Look here. He'll change it for you. Okay? All you got to do is turn around and say, Jesus, I accept my new path. Turn around and walk away. Go to the police station. Tell them, hey, I need to get some help. Give me a phone number. Get you some help. You might have been 2 or 3 times. This time's different. Okay? God's remnant is floating. His love is just everywhere. So I'm just telling you, if you need to get some help, go ahead, man. It'll be great. It will be great. Okay? You'll make it. So anyhow, heads up. Walk tall. You'll make it. But the thing that I want you to understand is everything that we do in love and in compassion for other people, hey, you're going to be happy as a lark in the woods. I can tell you that. And anybody out there, y'all guys, like I said, I don't know how to push content or anything else out there. Y'all send my videos to other people, if you would, please. I would appreciate it. And I know God would too. But I wanted to tell you that this stuff that I heard, I was viewing some stuff today. And the thing about it is the racism clause, and everybody's woke up to it. They woke up to it. And the difference in between white, green, black, blue, purple, whatever, there is no difference in us. The only difference is our royal bloodlines. The point of separation was to keep those royal bloodlines intact all the way down, because the bartering and trading system that we had to have today would have been like a masterpiece, okay? It would have been such an easy living. It would have been everyday life would be just so good, because that's what the Father wanted from us. But the thing about it is that Satan got in there and made sure that he corrupted everybody he could corrupt. Lilith corrupted every woman she could get a hold of, she corrupted. And every man. So Ishtar, she turned men to women and women to men. So understand that you had a lot against you if you wasn't in faith. But now, since you're under faith and you're walking in God's law, the natural law of life, and you're collecting your blessings and gifts in front of you, there's nothing can stop you. Okay? When you see it's wrong, you know it's wrong automatically. There's no sitting there doubting. There's no talking about it. No. Now that's business. That is true business. Whenever you sit around and say, why would you try to feed me something like that? Because they think that you're still pushed down. They still think that the principalities has got a hold of you. Same thing as at the banks. Same things at the courthouse, the tag agencies, wherever you go to, insurance agencies, whatever you're doing. You can turn around and say, no, I'll find a better deal. I like you. I'm glad you're here local, but you know what? I need a better deal. I need things to be what I want, not what you want. And understand that the businesses, once everybody starts understanding this natural law, of God, Psalms 119, precepts, statutes, commandments, testimony, working backwards and forwards from history all the way to now, they're the ones that's going to have to take 10%. They can say, well, I'm going to charge this, 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 and this. Well, they can't charge it if you don't let it. Just remember that I'm not against anything out there that these people are trying to earn money. The point of it is that it has to be the understanding that the way God wanted it to be. Okay, it's not what the businessman wanted to be, but understand that the money has a lot to do with everything. Your lifestyle, their lifestyle, everybody's lifestyle. Well, I can go out and make as much as I want. Well, that's good. How much charity did you give? How much did you do for this? Or how much did you understand that all these things? Because in charity, what people don't understand is if you're a billionaire and you give $999 million and you keep $1 million of it and you put that out in blessings, guess what? You just tripled that. Okay? Instead of having $1 billion you had, now you got $3 billion. That's the way God works. I know. I do it. Okay? I do it even if I didn't have anything. I'd give it. Because guess what? I get it all back 3 times. Okay? So just hang in there. We'll keep it going. But I wanted to just kind of reach out to you and say, understand that the people, how they press you down, how they get you into contracts, how that you get behind the contracts, and when you actually do the focusing on the force part, that judgment is coming back to you, not the big guy upstairs. Because guess what? You took a contract. He's okay. He's okay with it because he's got an in-between guy. The other guy's going to get hit, not him. This time, the remnant's floating. Guys, get your hands full. If you haven't got Jesus in your life, I'm telling you right now, slide your boots on and go find him because it's time. He's on his way back. Things are fixing to get spooky bad. And just remember this, God has got you. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or ors about it. He has got you by the handfuls. So, anyhow, I love you guys. You're the most wonderful people in the world. You truly are wonderful people in the world. So everybody out there on this planet, this is your planet. You are the chosen ones of God. Okay? You're chosen. Chosen ones? Hey, guess what? I made it through mine. Now, what do you think now? We're going to rock this joint. That's what we're going to do. But people out there, you're wonderful. Just keep it up. Keep up the prayers. Keep throwing them up. I love you guys. Take care. Take care of your mom and dad. Kings, you know what I said. A Hershey's kiss. Anyways, Queens love you. I'm out of here. I'm Servant. I'm Pisces. Have a good one.